Wrestling fam, welcome back to Wrestling Pro News, your go-to source for the most explosive, emotional, and game-changing stories in professional wrestling. And today we're stepping into a moment that has left the WWE Universe stunned and the very foundation of the Anoa'i dynasty shaking. We are talking about Zilla Fatu'S raw and emotional Bloodline Bombshell, a revelation that came out of nowhere and has left fans and insiders scrambling to piece together what it means for the most dominant wrestling family in history. Zilla Fatu', son of the late and legendary Umaga, has thrown the WWE world into chaos with a cryptic, heartbreaking statement that aired during an unplanned post-SmackDown Instagram live session. A statement that might just redefine his career before it even begins and could change the entire trajectory of the Bloodline saga. The date was August 8, 2025, and SmackDown in Newark, New Jersey was already boiling over with betrayal, interference, and shockwaves rippling through the roster. Solo Sikoa's MFT faction running rampant, Tama Tonga's shocking backstab of Jacob Fatu still fresh, and Roman Reigns lurking with a quiet but calculating presence. In the middle of this volatile atmosphere, Zilla Fatu', still technically a free agent within WWE but rumored for months to be training for a grand debut, appeared on Instagram Live, his face framed by the dim glow of a single lamp, his voice heavy, and his expression unsteady. "I'm literally losing everything. My family, my legacy, my chance," he said, each word dripping with a mixture of defeat, pain, and desperation. The clip, quickly picked up by outlets like Wrestle_TV's and Fadeaway Media, went viral within minutes, with fans flooding social media asking the same questions. What exactly is Zilla losing, and what does this mean for the ongoing Bloodline war? The answers are not straightforward because Zilla's story is layered in both personal and professional turmoil. As the son of Umaga, real name Edward Fatu', Zilla carries a name synonymous with violence, dominance, and unshakable pride in the squared circle. Born August 14, 1999, standing 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 275 pounds, he has carved his way through the indie scene since 2019. Making waves in GCW and reality of wrestling, with an arsenal of superkicks and powerbombs that mirror his father's punishing style. Trained by Rikishi at the Knox Pro Wrestling Academy, Zilla's rise has been slow but deliberate, and according to Sportskeeda, he's been working at the WWE Performance Center since mid-2024, waiting for the right storyline to debut. That debut seemed close, until this bombshell threw everything into doubt. The Anoa'i family feud is deeper than any kayfabe rivalry, with decades of real and scripted tension, but 2025 has taken it to a new level. Solo Sikoa's MFT, comprised of Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and JC Mateo, claims to carry the Bloodline legacy forward, but Roman Reigns, the tribal chief who once united the family, is maneuvering to take it back. Jacob Fatu', betrayed by Solo at Money in the Bank and Tama on Raw, has been battling from underneath alongside Jimmy Uso, but the numbers game has left them outgunned. Into this chaos steps Zilla, whose bond with Jacob is strong but whose place in the war is uncertain. His words, "I'm losing everything," could signal pressure to pick a side. Fear of alienating family members, anxiety over living up to Umaga's towering legacy, or frustration at creative delays in his WWE debut. The events of that SmackDown only added fuel to the speculation. Solo, despite MFT interference, lost to Sami Zayn via roll-up, with Jimmy Uso running in for the save, a public humiliation that cracked Solo's aura and may have triggered Zilla's emotional spiral. Jacob, meanwhile, suffered another blow. In a steel cage loss to Solo at SummerSlam, deepening the sense of hopelessness for his faction. Roman's backstage meeting with Zilla that night, coupled with a cryptic message aimed at MFT, has insiders whispering about a possible new Bloodline formation, one that could pit Reigns, Jacob, Jimmy, and Zilla against Solo's empire in a high-stakes family civil war. The possibilities are endless. Zilla could debut as soon as the August 15 SmackDown, storming the ring to save Jacob from an MFT beatdown, delivering a superkick to Tama Tonga that would send the crowd into a frenzy and set the stage for a clash in Paris' six-man tag. Zilla, Jacob, and Jimmy vs. Solo, Tama, and Tangaloa. WWE could build this into Survivor Series War Games, a family showdown featuring Reigns and possibly Jey Uso returning to tip the scales, or even a long-term feud between Zilla and Tama for the U.S. Championship. The reaction online has been electric. Tweets like, "Zilla's bombshell broke me," and "Zilla debut incoming," have trended for hours, with Reddit threads dissecting every syllable of his Instagram live and fantasy booking his involvement in the Bloodline War. What makes this moment so powerful is that it doesn't feel like a promo, it feels real, raw, and dangerously close to the bone. Zilla Fatu'S vulnerability in admitting he feels like he's failing his father while caught in the most high-profile wrestling family feud of the modern era has humanized him in a way that no scripted debut could. It's clear that the stakes for him aren't just about a wrestling storyline, they're about identity, loyalty, and survival in a family and an industry that can devour its own. As the saga heats up, the question remains, will Zilla rise to claim his place in the Bloodline legacy, side with Reigns or Jacob to rewrite the family's future, or crumble under the weight of expectation and heartbreak? The clock is ticking, the war lines are drawn, and when Zilla makes his move, it might just be the most important decision in the history of this blood feud.